Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here on the NOFSRL channel, and welcome to the Chicagoland Speedway here on this Thursday evening. We're here to qualify for the Sirius XM 400 here in the 15th race of the season of the NOFSRL Cup Series, season number 10. It should be a great event, as it usually always is here at the Chicagoland Speedway, and unfortunately, it looks like this may be a historic event for the NOFSRL Cup Series, as the NASCAR Cup Series does not come here anymore. Join alongside Josh Williamson. He'll be calling the race with us tomorrow as well. And we just came off the Coke 600. A very long mile-and-a-half racetrack. This is a much shorter mile-and-a-half race, but very crazy racetrack at that. How do you think the race is going to play out tomorrow night here from Chicagoland?
Well, historically, it's been, to put it lightly, it's been a mess. But that's just the name of the game here at Chicagoland. It's just the way it is here. This is going to be a drive to survive, no doubt about it. It's going to be a race of attrition, and the one who's the luckiest, who can avoid all the carnage and messes, is going to be the one that comes out of here with a victory. But first, we got to set the uncharted field here. We got to see who of the top two is going to advance to the main show. Yeah, number 2 of John Andrews, who won at Las Vegas earlier this season in the Cup Series. Declan Wellington-Turner's in the number 21 this weekend. Roberto Crown Jr. in the 29. Mitchell Collins in the 32. The last winner in the Turkey Hill National Series, Pria McShane. Joey Hightower in the 55. Stephen Colon in the 76. And Christian Vargas here in the number 80. So a very strong field in terms of drivers who have been strong this season in the Turkey Hill National Series. Should be interesting to see who ends up getting it done. This is a faster mile-and-a-half racetrack, too, than the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Of course, Charlotte's one of the slowest mile-and-a-half racetracks we go to, with Kansas being one of the fastest. This one's kind of a middle of the lane, middle of the road in terms of the speed. But it's a very low grip racetrack. These drivers tend to slip around quite a bit around this place, and things could get very interesting. John News here getting a bit of a draft on Christian Vargas. And he'll go to 3rd overall with Vargas and McShane, the 2 fastest drivers so far here in uncharted qualifying. There's Joey Hightower in the 55. He's going to complete a lap right there. He's going to go to 5th. Mitchell Collins in the 32. He's going to go to the top of the board almost under 28 seconds. 28.095 for Mitchell Collins. Great run there for Collins, who has had a pretty solid season over in the Turkey Hill National Series so far, driving for Logan Sport. There's Declan Wellington-Turner. Now Stephen Colon in the 76 and Christian Vargas in the 80 have taken the top 2 positions away. Vargas currently the quickest driver here. And Vargas has won before in the NOFSRL Cup Series. Actually won the Coke 600 all the way back in season number 7. So we'll have to see if Vargas makes what I would imagine be his 2nd start of the season here in the NOFSRL Cup Series. Yeah, we got a couple of fast cars there up in the top 2. One just cracking the 27-second mark. Is that Mitchell Collins in the 32, I believe?
Yes, it is.
He's
good
coming
run there
around
for Collins
to do another lap. Oh, he went even quicker that time.
That 32 is looking pretty fast. Andrew Williams qualified this car into the Coke 600 last week, and now it's looking like Mitchell Collins may get this 32 machine into the Chicagoland race. Definitely intrigued to see what he can do if he can make it on. Collins did very well when he qualified his way in at Richmond. Started on the outside pole and actually dominated that race before Eli Bright took the win away from him late in the going. But Collins looking to make his 3rd start of the season. John Andrews, on the other hand, looking to make his 5th start of the season as he just went to 2nd. Of course, Andrews, the points leader over in the Turkey Hill National Series, going to be racing tonight in the Turkey Hill National Series event at 8 p.m. Eastern Time over on AG Racing. And John Andrews, if he makes his way into this race, looking for his 2nd win of the season in the NOFSRL Cup Series, looking to join Hergel, Irvin Alonso, and that's it. Hergel Irvin Alonso is the only multi-time winner we've had so far this season. We've had 2 multi-time winners in the Turkey Hill National Series with Ashlyn Boyd and Pria McShane so far, and that's what I was thinking about. But only Alonso has won multiple races this season. It would definitely be something if John Andrews, an uncharted driver, could be only the 2nd driver this season to win multiple races if he in fact qualifies his way in.
When we came into Chicagoland last season, was there anyone besides Sam and Oskin that had won multiple races?
Shane Lake had won multiple races. There are actually quite a few.
Yeah,
Alexander
he
Rose,
did.
Shane Lake. So it was much different last year. And Chicagoland was a little bit later in the season last year than it is this season.
True.
But still, only one driver has won multiple races this season, and that's Alonso, who won the Coke 600 last week. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it all plays out here in the Sirius XM 400. And you may notice this bit of a lag issue. I had this problem when we recorded the Turkey Hill National Series event, and I don't know, this track just doesn't seem to like me too much. Doesn't like many people, honestly. It's a goofy track. But it'll lag there for a little bit, and then it'll just go away, and I don't know. We'll just have to see how it all goes down.
No idea.
We got through the Turkey Hill race without it crashing, so... Actually, it did crash when we recorded. Never mind. We got the race done, though. That's what counts. Hey, it looks like Mitchell Collins and John Andrews are going to be racing in tomorrow night's Sirius XM 400, and they, in fact, will be. They're the official standings in uncharted qualifying. It's Collins and Andrews who will be joining the 40 full-time drivers. And looking for the pole here in the Sirius XM 400. Let's go ahead and see who gets it done here from Chicagoland. And we are ready to set the starting lineup for tomorrow night Sirius XM 400 here from the Chicagoland Speedway. Definitely excited for this one. You never know what to expect when you come here to Chicagoland. Always a crazy track. And like I mentioned, a bit unfortunate that they're not coming here in real life anymore, but hey, at least this season we'll be here in the NOFSRL Cup Series, as we always have the 10th running of this Sirius XM 400. And we should be in store for a fun race tomorrow night. And I do believe it's going to be an 8 p.m. race tomorrow, because I don't think that there is anything major going up at that time. But we'll figure that out. Alexander Rowe, who won at Dover 3 weeks ago, in the number 25 there. Be the first driver out on the racetrack. We have a new scheme this weekend. Let's see here. He may already be out there, and he is. Nelson Reeves with another new scheme. He painted this one, the 05 Textron Dodge. I have to see if that new scheme possibly takes him to victory lane. Nelson Reeves started off the season very strong, but since has fallen a little bit. Comes into this race 9th in points. And as of right now, he is only 7 points ahead of the Chase cutoff. So, a little bit close right there. We'll have to see how it all goes down for him. There's Matt Dallio, who's won this race before. Matt Dallio, the winner of the Sirius XM 400, I believe, in season number 2. So, a long time ago, but Dallio comes into this race just ahead of Nelson Reeves in the points, 8th in the point standings. It's been a solid season for that whole Otter Island team, as all their drivers are inside the top 11. But of course, Josh, your guy is still leading in the points, holding a 10-point lead ahead of Jesse Turner. That's Keegan Thompson in the 82. And as of late, you guys have slipping up a little bit. Yeah, but we'll have to see how you guys end up pulling off Chicagoland here. It's a wild card track, essentially. You never know what to expect here, and going to be interesting to see who gets it done. Alexander currently the fastest driver here in qualifying for the Sirius XM 400. Might expect a fast time out of Nelson Reeves, though, as he's drafting off of Kukulon and Fitzwater ahead of him.
Yeah, I think Reeves is going to have a good lap going here unless they run up on this 38 car. This may slow them up a little bit, but coming out of turn 4, we'll see what kind of lap this 05 lays down here. His best so far has been a 28.132. Is he going to improve on that? I don't think he did. I think he got knocked down the board a little bit. But the top 5 all within the 27-second mark there, with Alexander Rowe still on the top of things, followed closely by the number 54 there out of Bartotuk Team Velocitar.
Yeah, Nathan Baird up to 2nd. Brad Stover's 3rd. Ryan Durrani, Owen Miles. And Trey Smith just went to 5th in the number 92 machine. Ace Garcia just went to the top of the board, the Atlanta winner. And Garcia lost a ton of ground as he was wrecked out, I do believe, in that Coca-Cola 600 last week. He's definitely looking for a rebound after all that occurred in that one. But Garcia comes into this race 30th in points, so he's one of those guys who is part of the wild card battle, since he does have a win this season, but he's going to have a lot of work to do before we get to Michigan. We only have 10 races left until the Chase cutoff. So we have Chicagoland. We're off next weekend. Then it's Nashville, Pocono, Road America. I want to say Twin Rings, then actually Gateway, Twin Ring, Watkins Glen. I actually do forget the schedule here because Watkins Glen is in there. That's 8. I know Michigan's the last one, and there's one more in there, and I forget where it is.
Is it Hillside?
No, Hillside's in the Chase. Hillside's in September. I want to see what that is. I want to know.
I wish I could help you. But we got Ace Garcia still on the top of the board there. As we got one car coming to the pit road, I believe. Never mind.
Atlanta.
Some other time, perhaps.
I completely forgot about the second Atlanta race that we're going to have this season. That's going to be July 9th. That's actually after Road America, so it goes Road America, Atlanta, Gateway. Then we actually have a week off. Then it's Twin Ring, Watkins Glen, Indianapolis, another one I forgot there too, and then Michigan. So it's Chicagoland, Nashville, Pocono, Road America, Atlanta, Gateway, Twin Ring, Watkins Glen, Indianapolis, Michigan. This is, well, we have Atlanta and Twin Ring, so never mind. I'm about to say this is the last mile and a half before we have the cutoff, but that is not the case. Because Atlanta is...
It's the second to last, so it's close.
Well, Twin Ring's a mile and a half, too. It's a much more unique track, but still technically a mile and a half. And the Chase is very unique. You have Daytona, Valvoline 400 opening up the Chase this year. Southern 500 the week after that at Darlington. That'll be a throwback race. We're actually going to have throwbacks. Sergio's been painting a bunch of great throwbacks for these guys. Definitely looking forward to seeing those throwbacks back at the place where they belong, in a much more competent racetrack, Darlington Raceway. I'm glad we don't go to North Wilkesboro anymore. Then it's Hillside the weekend after that. Bristol night race coming up. Crystal night race at Bristol. And it's back to being a night race this year, which is awesome. Willow Springs for the first time ever, the one road course in the Chase. Talladega again. And then the final 4 races, I think, are really the most competent races. Texas, Kansas, Martinsville, and Homestead. And that will cap off the season all the way to November. So we're almost halfway through the season. Once we get to Pocono, Pocono is the halfway race of the season. We will be halfway through season number 10 of the NOFSRL Cup Series. Next weekend, we'll actually be halfway through the Turkey Hill National Series. Their 16th of 32 races is next weekend at Iowa, so we'll have to see how that all goes down over there. Looks like the times have evened out here. Ace Garcia in the 81 looking pretty stout to get the Chicagoland pole. Gatlin Downey is second. Owen Miles, Alexander Rowe, Brett Sear comes into this race 5th in points. Sear's had a really strong season there. Then it's LJ Cimento, Nathan Baird, Fisher G, Tristan Allen, and John Andrews inside the top 10. You got Brad Stover, Ethan Lewis, Indianapolis 250 champion Ethan Lewis. First career Napa fan win coming in the Haas IndyCar Series last weekend. Sure, he was pumped about that one. IndyCar comes back next weekend from Texas, but Ethan Lewis definitely looking to gain some momentum from that big victory he had last weekend. You got Ryan Durrani there, Nathan Smith, and Andrew Miller rounding out the top 15.
You know, we got Gatlin Downey there in the second position on the qualifying board right now. I want to go back a bit to the Turkey Hill Trucks race at Chicagoland late at the tail end of 2020. I believe Owen Miles was starting on the outside pole position on Elijah Gordon at the start of the race, so the outside might not be a terrible place to start here at Chicagoland if he could get a run off the start like Owen Miles did. Of course, Owen Miles there in the third position. We already know he knows his way around this racetrack. Could he come in and potentially have a victory to come out of the Sirius XM 400 for Hamill Racing Enterprises? I would say if there's any guy that could potentially be a favorite coming in, he's got the experience, he's got the ability to get to the front, and he dominated that race. So I wouldn't put him out of the question of possible drivers to get up there and win this one here under the lights at Chicagoland.
Yeah, he's got a good shot at doing it, no doubt about it. He's actually, of the 3 guys at Hamill Racing Enterprises, he has the most points. Comes into this race 20th in points. Had a great run in the Coke 600. And looking to get another good run here in the NOFSRL Cup Series at Chicagoland. Should be interesting to see what he does. But his teammate is the driver. who is looking to lead the field of the green flag tomorrow. We do actually have a tie there between Semedo and Nathan Baird, but LJ Semedo is way ahead of Nathan Baird in the points. So Semedo will hold that tiebreaker and start in the 6th position as things stand. Mitchell Collins just went to 9th in the Uncharted ride there. That 32 is pretty fast. Definitely going to be interesting to see what he does. And both of the Uncharted guys starting inside the top 11 and on the inside lane. So that should be interesting to see what they end up doing in tomorrow's race.
Absolutely. I would say Mitchell Collins is one of the best guys we have in the Turkey Hill National Series, or just in... he's one of the more low-key guys for sure, but Mitchell Collins doing a fantastic job here in qualifying. Got his way into the show, and could he be one to look out for at Chicagoland if he could avoid the trouble, which more than likely, considering the track we're coming to, what's going to happen, look for him to potentially be weaving his way through the field. Wouldn't be surprised to see him at the front after a few laps.
Yeah, not at all. Of course, like I mentioned, he did very well at Richmond earlier on in the season. Almost won that race, essentially, but this is a much different track than Richmond. This is a very unique track. It's probably one of the more unique mile-and-a-half racetracks we go to. I think, each mile-and-a-half racetrack races very differently. Atlanta's like a pack race. Charlotte, they're all over the place. Texas is kind of a single-file race, but, it's a really fast racetrack. We still use the old version of Texas. Kansas is very fast. Almost like an IndyCar race at Texas, and Las Vegas kind of has its style. Each mile-and-a-half racetrack races differently here in the NOFSRL Cup Series, which is very cool to see. Essentially, every track we go to is unique in its own right, and that's what makes this series very fun to watch. You just never know what to expect. But we do expect Ace Garcia to start on the front row and on the pole position tomorrow for the Sirius XM 400, and I do believe that's his first pole of the season. Looking for his 2nd win of the season here in the NOFSRL Cup Series. He'll be leading the field alongside Gatlin Downey. We take a look at the rest of the results right there and see if we have any ties. I think the only tie is between Semedo and Baird, and obviously Semedo holds the advantage on Baird in the points. Brock Nelson, Nelson Reeves tied. Nelson Reeves has the advantage on Brock Nelson, so Nelson Reeves will start on the 32nd position ahead of Brock Nelson. And that'll be it for qualifying here in the Sirius XM 400 from Chicagoland. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, it is the Sirius XM 400 on AG Racing, the 15th race of the season in the NOFSRL Cup Series, season number 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, it's the Mountain Dew Zero Sugar 300 in the Turkey Hill National Series here from Chicagoland as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Ace Garcia, and I will see you guys later.